right now. Hi, everybody.
Hi, welcome to the very first broadcast
of the QB Appy Hour. We're so excited to be here.
Woo!
The party says. Absolutely, the party here. So super excited about this show and this webinar series. So Liz Scott and I, we kind of share a brain. And we met, I don't know, it's been a while now.
Yes.
But we were talking while we were on tour teaching some QuickBooks. And Liz said, hey, I got this idea. And it was an awesome
Because the
idea.
brain share thing.
That's right, the brain share thing. And before you know it, we had the QB Appy Hour was born. So the QB Appy Hour is a monthly webinar series all about QuickBooks and the online ecosystem. So every month, we're going to have a different app topic. So we'll be talking about apps for specific industries, apps for specific workflows, best practices, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun with our app partners and learn about, their solutions. And most of all, we're going to have a whole lot of fun. What's the other cool thing that we're going to be doing?
So Appy Hour is happy hour, which means that the purpose of getting together is going to be to learn apps, but in an environment that's casual. In an environment that's not like you're being attacked by the apps. It's going to be chill with us, have a drink, participate in the enjoyment of what's happening. We're already learning about all of these apps. So demoing them together, chilling together, looking at them in a fun environment, and getting the perspective of how are the advisors really.
Absolutely. And we're going to have a whole lot of fun.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
I'm digging it.
Totally digging it. So today we have a bunch of special guests joining us today. And we're going to kick off the actual monthly webinar series on July 10th. And we're going to be meeting at 4 o'clock Eastern Time,
Correct.
Which is the happy hour, right? Or the Appy Hour.
Mm-hmm.
And each month we're going to have a signature cocktail named after some of our favorite app partners.
Which we're going to share with you as people walk up with their drink names.
That's right. And we'll also have those drink recipes on our website. So go on and check out www.qbappyhour.com and click on the little link that says Bar Book, and you'll be able to find all the drink recipes that we'll be talking about on the show. You'll also be able to learn more about our app partners. And you'll also be able to sign up for the monthly webinar show.
Super fun stuff.
Absolutely. So, what do you say we get started? We get this party started.
I would absolutely love to bring to our seats and stage David, Larry, come and join us from Intuit.
Super excited.
And the
to have
crowd
David.
says, love it. Hi. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us. So, David, we're super excited about the Appy Hour, and we're excited to bring all of the best practices and information about all the apps in the ecosystem to our viewers. So, what can you tell us about the app experience? Do you have favorite apps that you like?
All my favorites.
They're all my favorite,
right?
That's a hard one.
It's almost kind of like it's the app family.
It's the app family.
But I think you can have favorites, right? But they're all, each app is got the right app for the right fit.
Totally.
Right client. So if they're a wedding photographer, there's an app for that. If they're an hunter, there's an app for that.
Right.
Right? So it's not the favorite app. It's like, what's the right app?
What's
for
the right app?
client?
Yeah. I think that's a really great point. I think it's a really great point is that finding the right app is a process, right? And to find the right app, you have to define what that process is. And I think that's where some of us get stuck because we think about, we think, oh, wow, we see something really shiny and new and we just want to grab onto it and play with it. Without actually going through the process of figuring out what are we trying to solve for.
That's exactly the point of the show, is being able to say, what does the app do? What is it intended to do? And sometimes there's updates that happen. And so making sure that we're actually staying current on what the app is currently doing. So having current information about what has changed means that we want to make sure that everybody is getting the latest and greatest information and that we can share that with people. And so I feel like as far as apps go in our community, I feel like you're the leader of.
Little tough.
I feel like that you are, when I see you coming, I'm like, wow, you have all this app knowledge. You're being able to see the app team and you're being able to connect to them and share with the people that we don't ever get to see that are sitting inside of the API team and all of the developer areas. And you're able to tell them what it is that we're needing and share with them with the app teams that are building app integration, what it is that we're looking for.
Yeah. Some of it is going to the apps, right? Telling them what's missing, right? Like, oh, we have accounts that want this. But a lot of times it's not even me telling people to build them from scratch, right? It's accounts that are like, hey, I have a client that has a boat rental business. Right? And is there an app for that? And then I just go find the app, right? And then it's like being the app about them. A lot of times it's not just making it from scratch. The app already exists. It's just they need to know, oh, we have store advisors, all these small businesses. It's like getting them in front of you as a pro advisor, and vice versa. Like there's app developers that come in and they're like, oh, we have this e-commerce app, but we need to talk to e-commerce, and then find that for accounting. But it's the clearer in the maker, right? Like the clearer everybody is about what they do. It's just easier to do that. If pro advisors like, I only do acupuncturist, and I talk to the acupuncturist app that says we only have acupuncturist and customers, it's much easier to make those innovations than it is to try and talk to somebody who's just a generalist. It's really hard when the app tries to be a generalist and the accountant book tries to be a generalist. It's impossible to have any synergies. If you want to think of it as a match or a date or a drink.
Or a drink. So do we want to share what the QuickBooks drink is?
Absolutely. So we created a drink for QuickBooks, and it's called the QB Big Shot.
Okay, so I have to stop and say, the reason that it is the QB Big Shot is that is what everything is centered around. They are the thing. So it's the big shot because they're big dogs. So it's a shooter. So you take your drink and it's a melon liqueur and you just hit it back.
That's right. So it's got melon liqueur in it and pineapple juice and some vodka.
Yum, yum.
If you're a vodka drinker, then the QB Big Shot is probably the drink for you.
Yeah, it's coming in a bigger shot glass, like a double.
Big Shot.
You can get whatever you want. You've got the recipe and you can double it.
You can make it on your
You can triple it.
Got it.
Well, thank you for being on. And I want to say that one of the things that we're feeling in our community is we've got some apps, and sometimes we need to stack apps. And because we're needing to stack apps, we need to have connections. And all of our apps, we want to sometimes connect them directly to QuickBooks, but sometimes we have these app buffers. And so are you seeing some of that happening?
See, app buffer is like things you want to customize and additionally.
I'm saying like sits on top of maybe your e-commerce apps, and then you're saying I want to have some of these feed into QuickBooks directly, and some of them I want to actually be filtered and segregate the data that I want to have come into.
Like connector apps?
Correct.
Yeah, like connector apps, like Zapier.
Zapier's good.
Zapier is a great example.
Because you can have a direct integration. I think I was talking to Basic Payroll about this, right? It was like, I think you're an app developer, you just build integration to Zapier only. It's never really deep enough, right? But you can build integration to QuickBooks Online, and then it maybe makes sense for some of the Basic Payroll, even though they're sending all their data to QuickBooks Online, it's still integrate with Zapier because you may want to, like, every time you run payroll, send out a tweet telling you everybody's been paid, you can connect to a connector app with Zapier. So, but it's not a one-way highway, it's really easy. It's just give a deeper integration, a little bit of control, a little customization.
Absolutely. So everybody who knows me knows that I'm a huge Zapier fan. I'm a little Zap happy. And I love it because what it does is it does give me that control. So I may love an integration between two apps that have a native integration, but Zapier gives me that little extra oomph to add additional value to that connection. So it is pretty amazing. And I really, really, really enjoy working with it. So,
well, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
I will meet you at the bar.
Awesome. At the bar.
That's
Yeah,
right.
love that. So we'd like to go into not only do you have Zapier to help build those connections, but you also have FlowLink. So I would like to have Jeff come join me. I'd like to have Jeff come and join me from FlowLink. Hi.
Hey, we'd love to come join you.
So one of the best things that I've heard about FlowLink, if you break it down into simple terms, it's Zapier on steroids. Right?
So we have to give our CEO credit for that.
I really love that because it breaks it down to let people
Zapier,
understand.
And that totally piqued my interest, of course, because I hear Zapier and my ears kind of perk up, right?
And Heather, so many of us absolutely are in awe of you because you build these app connections yourself. But what if you say, I'd really like to hand that over to somebody like FlowLink to be able to do that? So tell me, what exactly does FlowLink do?
It's a back office integration tool. I think the difference would be that the level of customization that you get with FlowLink would differentiate you from Zapier. It takes it to another level.
Do you get more customization?
Absolutely. I think it's one of our strongest features.
And you get the ability to know that it is you doing it. And it's not just us who has to be able to interface with the app itself and pull out and sparse that data. We're able to say, this is what we want. And then FlowLink makes the magic happen.
Correct. I think, we get a lot of time with developers with the onboarding process, and you're able to be treated as an individual and have specific needs met after the customization. One of the stronger points.
So who's your ideal customer market?
We're still pretty much figuring that out. I think we have a lot of different sweet spots we're still exploring. We've had some smaller clients, but obviously larger clients that we're forming partnerships with or attractive.
And I think that I want to make sure that I ask this question because I feel like this is important. So what makes you different than some of the other tools for connecting out there? And I think you hit on it, but I want to bring it to light again. You're able to customize.
Yeah, I think it's one of the strongest features that we offer. The personalization that we offer through the company. You're assigned a developer. You form a relationship of sorts that I think a lot of other companies don't.
So that was perfect because I was getting ready to say, what do people love best? And I think that you hit on it. Yeah. So one of the things that you get, and I had this personal experience, that's why I'm a fan, is that I had that personal connection with my developer. So instead of going out and connecting with a developer who didn't know me, I was able to have one person that I called who was able to say, these are the things that I'm looking for, and be able to speak it to just that.
Yeah, and I think that really carries over from the company. We're a fairly small company. We're friends and family. We all play well together, and we like to carry that on with our clients. We have that personal relationship. We take things personally. We want things to work. We're not the kind of company that takes your money and disappears when something goes wrong.
Stay along for the ride.
The customer service perspective. When there's an issue, you call. You're talking to Mark or you're talking to Sam. If you're not calling India,
right?
And I think that is another feature that sets us apart.
I love that.
That's great. I like the personalized service. I'm just going to move. I'm going to stand up.
So the really fun thing is, let me share this because I want to make sure that everybody's hearing. So FlowLink, their drink is Flow Drink, which is super fun. And so we're going to be having some dusted martini glasses later with some Flow Drink, which is also green. Because the FlowLink color is
Green.
Green. So we have to have a green drink.
Right.
I'm looking forward to it.
And thank you for putting that recipe together. For those who like it, we put it together. For those who don't, Liz assembled the recipe. But we appreciate all your help in putting it together.
Well, I'm glad that you're here at Scaling. I invite people to come and talk to you. Thank you for coming into our market. We needed you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I think it's fabulous that it's almost like having a developer on call, right? Somebody that you can work with and have that personal relationship with it. Basically connect it where you can. You don't have to worry about it at all. I think that's fabulous. So super exciting. And thanks for coming on the show.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Okay, so do you want to introduce?
So I want to introduce, you know what? Who just dropped by?
Oh,
I can't believe it. It's super exciting. I can't believe she's here. Hi, Misty. Hi. It's so good to see
What a
you.
nice surprise. I'm so glad that you're here with us.
I am so glad that you're doing this. I am so excited for you, and I think you need to start the hashtag absolutely.
I
Because
love
that
it.
seems to be a word that flows really well with you two.
Okay. I'm just going to say, if you say do it, we're going.
Yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah.
Watch out.
Watch it. Here we go. So I'm really glad. I enjoyed your presentation on stage. That was very, very heartfelt and
It
genuine.
was amazing. Yeah, I know. It was wonderful.
I was just trying to send love out to you guys.
And we felt it. We absolutely felt it. So awesome. Awesome. So I'm so excited that you dropped by. So what are you most excited about for the TV Appy Hour?
For me, the fact that you two, as powerhouse women, I remember you at a theater show.
Right.
It was your first conference, I believe. And the fact that you two women, like Heather, the moment I met you, you were just brilliant and incredible, and I felt the same way about you.
Thank you.
And so the fact that you two are coming together and creating something that is unique and special and fun, and people can just hang out with you and get to know you and love you like we all do, and learn from you, I am just thrilled about that opportunity. And I think it's so needed because the app marketplace is so wide.
It's so wide.
And it's
Yeah.
so insane. And so just having two practitioners break it down, say what's working, what doesn't work, and really be honest, I think that's great. That's something I used to do as a student. I'd be an agnostic person when I got technology.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my job, and I took it very seriously. Of like, hey guys, this is brochureware. Yep, the brochure is great.
Pretty. It's very pretty.
Right.
Very pretty.
Yeah, but we want to know what's the best.
You gotta have the teeth behind it, right?
Does it work?
Yeah.
And does
Exactly.
it really connect like it says it does? Does it really give you the dashboard that it says it does? And so to have you guys doing this, it's neat right now.
Well, thank you for blowing through. I'm so glad that you came in. And so I feel like we should share your drink name with you. So T-Sheets is T-Sheets to the wind. Yes, you love that? Yeah, I heard some big woos. So T-Sheets to the wind is everything that you would expect it to be. It's everything that we've come to love. It's the fun, bring the party. Here it is. Boom, we just dropped the mic.
Absolutely.
I love it.
There it is.
What's in it? Just everything? Or
Everything. No, it has 5 different alcohols in it.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's 5. There actually may be more.
Yeah.
We've got tequila,
Okay.
vodka.
All right.
There's something for everybody. Rum.
There's 3
Triple
sheets to the
sec,
wind.
right?
4 sheets to the wind.
Gin. Sweet and sour, and then we throw in a little bit of strawberry liqueur.
Because it's going to be red.
Yeah, exactly. Not be red.
Just for a splash of red.
You've got to bring those strawberries. Love it.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on what you're doing. I'm so excited for you. Good luck for the life.
Thank you.
That's
You feel it.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
I'm gonna go blow back out.
Oh,
Woo! And off goes Misty.
that was so awesome.
What a nice, really, really nice friend.
Oh, awesome surprise. So, we have another guest right now.
And here comes Bento. And Bento for business, I have to say, when I was looking for an expense card, I went out and I searched all of the different expense cards that were out there. And I wanted somebody who would integrate with QuickBooks Online. And I wanted to be able to have that integration be automated. I didn't want to have to push the button. And so I was thrilled to be able to find Bento. So please come up and join us. Hi.
Welcome.
Hi. Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Shui. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm Lou, people from
Awesome.
So
We're
awesome to have you.
honored to have you here.
Absolutely.
So one of the questions that I want to ask you is, what do you want people to know about Bento?
Well, Bento is a we provide prepaid MasterCard, and all the cards are linked to our mobile and desktop expense management platform. What that means is that business owners and admins can very easily control when, where, and how much their employees are using with their cards when in the field spending company money. So it helps them keep control of their budgets and keep the employees in check when it comes to spending the company's funds.
Absolutely, that's a great
That's-
answer.
That's a
Because
great
I feel like as accountants, there's a lot of safeguards that we're trying to put in place for our customers. And we want to make sure that their money is being spent wisely.
Mhm.
And we also know that a lot of areas that money leaks out is when you've got a service-based business that has to buy product for those services. Oftentimes, if there's contractors or employees going out and buying it, there's not very many controls. So I want to say that I'm really, really glad that you're here. So I'm going to ask this next question. You can decide who answers it.
Okay.
So who is your ideal customer?
All
Okay, great.
right. We serve customers all over the country. A lot of customers who have employees in the field who spend on materials, fuel, food, all the kinds of things that employees that you deploy spend. Right. Typically, because we scale so well, we go from 2 employees, smallest firm, to some of the largest firms, 2,000.
That's great.
And all of that is because we built the product to do all of that, regardless of how many of the co-advisors or the employees. And then all the different types of businesses that we use, and so certainly smart construction firms love us.
Right.
A lot of
Service-based?
not-for-profits, service-based transportation firms,
Oh, okay.
home healthcare and healthcare firms. This goes on and on, but we have a lot of those companies come to us to stay along that.
I can see some of the reasons why I'm working with you directly. I feel like the customer service is outstanding, and I want to say that matters to us because as advisors, we want to be able to share you with our current clients, and we want to be able to say we recommend this product, this app, and there's going to be times when they contact you directly, and so we want to know that we're hitting them in good hands. I want to thank you for that because I've even received emails from clients saying that they were actually you exceeded their expectations.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's always
It's
good
our
to
mission.
hear.
It's our
So
mission.
one of the things I'm going to ask you next is what makes you different from some of the apps out there, and I'm going to say from the pro advisor perspective. For me, it was the integration with QuickBooks Online. But I'm okay. All right, I'm going to pass it to you.
Oh,
I want to share how
They're
that
all
works.
about that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I totally agree. I think our QBO integration definitely sets us apart from other similar
Absolutely.
services. Instead of just exporting a CSV file and importing QBO, we actually built automatic sync with QBO. What that means is your transaction data in Bento, including the receipt photos that employees upload with our mobile app, and the tags and notes that they add to each transaction, all that data will flow into QBO automatically into your accounts. And if you make any changes to later, the changes also automatically sync. So you don't have to worry about discrepancies on either side.
So I'm gonna share that this is one of the areas that you absolutely exceeded my client's expectations. To be able to go inside of that expense and in the memo section to be able to click on the little blue link that we become to know and love in QuickBooks and to be able to see the actual expense itself. It's imported like magic. And they were able to see who spent the money and how much they spent and where they spent it. And to be able to have that safeguard of knowing where the limitations are that they're able to use those cards.
Mhm.
So you're able to say, my service-based business is not allowed to buy booze. So, right? But you're able to put those permissions that they are not allowed to go certain places.
so
is.
needed. Absolutely.
And that it feeds directly in.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I think the reason we built so many controls in the system, control over budget, control over how much money you allow your employees to spend, and the time limit that you put on the card, all of these are meant to protect the business owners, protect their money, which honestly is, the blood of the business. You need that cash flow, and we're here to, we built this product to protect our users.
Absolutely. I love that. And so, as a fan and as a pro advisor who has clients that are fans, the name of your drink is the Bento's Bee's Knees.
I love that. That's amazing.
I love it. I do. I think that you are the bee's knees. And I think that you've got a pro advisor program that is brand new and that is just being launched. And so I'm happy to be able to say, as somebody who already enjoys using Bento and implementing Bento, now you have a opportunity to network with us pro advisors and to support us in our community as well. And so having some of those really nice features in the B program. So do you want to share some more about the B program?
So B is the acronym for Bento Expense Expert, BEE.
Love it.
And that's why
I love it.
see me and Liz in like B years.
Right?
Yeah. It's been really fun. And we really, pour our heart and soul into this program. We want to do whatever we can to help our pro advisors get their clients on board. When it comes to new tools, we know that sometimes it's difficult for people to learn or integrate it into their business. Bento is very simple to use, but we also want to help your clients get on board as quickly as they can, so you can focus your energy on growing your practice and helping them solve the problems your guys are solving.
I love that.
Well said.
I think that it really was well said, and I appreciate you sharing that. And as part of the bee's knees, the Bento bee's knees, I also want to share that there's some history that goes along with that drink. That drink dates all the way back to Prohibition.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
You didn't tell us that.
Yes, and so the Bento's Bee's Knees is really, it's a drink that goes back to what bee's knees meant was the very best.
Ooh, I love it.
So during the time of Prohibition, they were drinking bee's knees then, and the honey came in to sweeten it. So I want to say that you are the bee's knees.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you both.
Thank you so much. Heather, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us today. This is so exciting to have this kickoff, and I'm looking forward to doing more content and bringing you some best practices. I think that in our next, absolutely. So thank you so much for joining us. And should we give them absolutely.
I just want to say thank you for not only you're thoughtful, but also there's two people that we've come across that are not afraid to go into the absolute level of detail on the technical side that you and Heather have. And it's such a help, such a benefit to everyone that we talk to, all the advisors that we serve, and obviously our world is how do we use technology to make everyone who's listening
Our lives
Right, our lives
right?
easier.
It's the
I
whole
agree.
point. Not be frustrating or anything, but actually make it easier, and frankly, helping us have time to relate to each other more. Right?
I love that.
So there
That's
is.
exactly
So
it
thank
is.
you.
We want to not only save our small business owners' lives, but we want to save the pro advisors' lives. And we have lives too, and families and dogs and cats that miss us. And so being able to spend more time automating and less time working actually creates life for us. It does. And I want to say that you wanted to also celebrate the Appy Hour kickoff and the Bee's Knees program by saying that we're welcome to go down into the bar downstairs. So we're in the Omni Hotel bar, And the first 50 people that come down there and they say Bento Buzz is going to get the whole experience of using the Bento card and buying a drink.
On that.
Brilliant.
That's
On
it.
How
Bento.
about that?
So
But-
thank
but-
you.
But that means we're going to open it up to the liquor category
Oh,
by
well,
doing that.
right,
Okay.
right. Yes. So the drinking will happen downstairs.
Right.
So thank you.
So-
Thank you, QuickBooks. Thank you,
Yes,
Leonard.
thank you, T-Sheets. Thanks to all of the pro advisors. And if you're at Scaling New Heights, please do join us in the Omni Bar and come have a drink on Bento. You can come hang out with Liz and I, and it'll be amazing.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so
absolutely.
too. And our whole community is what makes this possible.
Oh,
and so I want to give a big old shout out to Accounting Web.
Yes,
They are the ones
absolutely.
who came in with the technical supplies. They
Yep,
came in and
they
they
did.
hooked us up.
Absolutely.
So they're doing some similar great things, and they've got some amazing resources for apps. So please check them out as well.
Absolutely. And a huge thank you to Intuit for letting us use their booth to broadcast
Absolutely.
our
For
kickoff.
being excited.
So, absolutely.
Sharing
Being so excited with us for this awesome venture that we're embarking on. So we definitely want to see you guys back. So our next webinar is on July 10th at 4 o'clock. We're going to be talking about the new apps functionality in QBOA. So there's an apps tab released today, new functionality. It's organized a little bit differently. It actually is going to make finding apps a little bit easier. You'll be able to see all of your clients' apps as an overview in that apps tab. So we're going to explore that in depth in July. Super excited about that. So definitely come back for that. And our format for our future webinars is we're going to be doing a whole hour of educational content, and then we'll be joined by our apps partners. We'll make a toast, we'll say hello to all of you, and we'll spend some time answering some questions and just having a lot of fun. So thank you so much
You're welcome.
for coming and
Thank you.
joining us.
Thank you.
And a huge
Yes.
thank you to all of our app sponsors.
Enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Loving it. Thank you.